The Bctv local and African news summary for Friday, September 19th. Rural Universities and Colleges Faculty Association of Liberia say there has been no concrete commitment to address their grievances and have announced a strike action. A senior Liberian government official has been suspended by the president over serious allegations of involvement in the rape of a minor. A former defense minister and sister-in-law of President Faure Gnassingbé of Togo has been arrested at her home. The Liberia Drug Enforcement Agency, the LDEA, has reissued a public alert for its most wanted suspect, Franklin B. Fawo, also known as Black Bottle. Fawo is wanted in connection with the brutal murder of LDEA officer Emmanuel Payne on July 22nd in the Caldwell area outside of Monrovia. The agency, in a press release, says Fawo is armed and extremely dangerous and warns the public not to approach him. Instead, anyone with credible information on his whereabouts should contact the LDEA or the nearest police station immediately. Investigators have identified Fawo as the ringleader who ordered suspected drug dealers to beat Officer Payne to death. The LDEA says no one involved in this crime will escape justice and urges the public not to shelter or protect the fugitive. The Rural Universities and Colleges Faculty Association of Liberia, ROCFAL, has announced the start of an indefinite nationwide strike beginning September 24th. In a press release, ROCFAL said the decision followed years of salary and benefit disparities between rural public institutions and their urban counterparts, such as the University of Liberia and Tubman University. The strike action was unanimously agreed upon during an emergency General Assembly on September 11th, bringing together faculty from 9 rural institutions including Nimba University, Grand Jide University College, and Bong County Technical College. ROCFAL noted that despite multiple engagements with the government, including petitions to President Joseph Boakai and discussions with lawmakers, there has been no concrete commitment to address their grievances. The Educational Association is demanding standardized salaries and benefits, housing, transportation, life insurance, research allowances, relocation incentives, and a comprehensive faculty development program. President Joseph Boakai has suspended Deputy Minister for Youth Development at the Ministry of Youth and Sports, Bryant McGill, following serious allegations of involvement in the rape of a minor. According to the Executive Mansion, the suspension is in line with government's zero-tolerance policy towards sexual and gender-based violence and aims to ensure a fair and transparent investigation. Deputy Minister McGill will remain suspended until the investigation is concluded, the Executive Mansion held. The Liberia National Police is investigating the accused. Police Commissioner Gregory Coleman confirmed that deputy ministers and other staff have been called in, and the police have requested a court subpoena for the deputy minister's call log, which he described as crucial for geolocation analysis. He further disclosed that DNA samples are being ordered, with foreign testing support requested from the U.S. Embassy in Monrovia. The police chief stressed that nobody is above the law, urging the public to remain patient as the investigation proceeds carefully to ensure a successful prosecution, rather than rushed arrest that could have and allow the suspect to walk free. women group have been staging protests and calling for the arrest and detention of Mr. McGill. You're listening to the Bctv News Summary. In some African developments in Togo, Madame Marguerite Nakade, former defense minister and sister-in-law of President Faure Gnassingbé, has been arrested at her home. Local media and security sources confirmed the arrest on Wednesday. Madame Nakade, who served as defense minister from 2020 to 2022, is the widow of the president's late brother Ernest Gnassingbé. In recent months, she had openly called for President Gnassingbé to step down and end his family decades-long rule. Further details surrounding her arrest remain unclear. And finally, in South Sudan, Vice President Riek Machar is facing charges of treason and other serious crimes, according to local justice authorities. The announcement has sparked fears of a possible return to civil war in the East African nation. President Salva Kiir on Thursday suspended Machar as his deputy, accusing him of subversive activities. Machar has been under house arrest since March. The United Nations Human Rights Commission in South Sudan has condemned the treason charges as reckless. And the weather forecast for Bong County for Friday, September 19th. Expect periods of heavy rain, lightning, and possible thunder. It may come in bursts rather than steady rainfall with brief but intense downpour. High temperature of 86 degrees. It will be very warm and humid in Banga. The currency exchange rate is 178 Liberian dollars to one United States dollar. To summarize, Rural Universities and Colleges Faculty Association of Liberia say there has been no concrete commitment to address their grievances and have announced a strike action. A senior Liberian government official has been suspended by the president over serious allegations of involvement in the rape of a minor. And a former defense minister and sister-in-law of President Faure Gnassingbé of Togo has been arrested at her home. That's the Bctv News Summary, up to the minute.